For the Dai ethnic minority, water is a symbol of holiness, pleasure, and light. During the annual water sprinkling festival, a riot of people will fill all kinds of containers and buckets with water, race around local streets, and chase and sprinkle water on each other. With auspicious water spray filled in the air, people sprinkle water on each other as much as they like. Although getting soaked, they are high-spirited and full of laughs. Water Sprinkling Festival, also called Bathing the Buddha Festival, marks the Dai New Year. Dai has their own calendar, based on which the Dai New Year generally comes around mid-June, mid-April of the Gregorian calendar. On 20th May 2006, Dai Water Sprinkling Festival, submitted by Sichuan-Banna Dai Autonomous Prefecture, was included in the list of Chinese Intangible Cultural Heritage, one of the first nationwide. Originated from India, Water Sprinkling Festival was once a rite of Brahmanism and was later absorbed by Buddhism. At around late 12th century and early 13th century, it entered the Dai region of China's Yunnan province via Burma. With Buddhism gradually taking root in the Dai region, Water Sprinkling Festival became a folk tradition and was passed down from generation to generation. When the Water Sprinkling Festival is around the corner, the Dai people will waste no time to make all kinds of preparations, from slaughtering pigs and poultry, brewing wine, to making rice cake and festive holiday snacks. During the Water Sprinkling Festival, the Dai people will clean up their houses and wash the statues of Buddha with water. This practice, known as bathing the Buddha, is a way of the Dai people to pray for health in the coming year. Usually, water sprinkling events will be arranged during this time, and people will spray water on each other as a symbolic way of washing away the past year's hazards and sorrows, and to ensure peace and happiness in the coming year. The big carnival generally takes place on the third day of Water Sprinkling Festival. The Dai people are naturally good at singing and dancing is an indispensable part of Water Sprinkling Festival celebrations. The typical dances of the Dai people include elephant feet dance and peacock dance. Everyone in the local communities, from 7-year-old kids to seniors in their 70s and 80s, will wear their traditional clothes and gather at the central squares of local villages to dance collectively. Dragon boat racing is another spectacular event during Water Sprinkling Festival. Local people will gather at the banks of Langcangjiang River and Ruibijiang River to watch dragon boat racing. All dragon boats, standing ready and still, will set off abruptly, like arrows, marking the culmination of Water Sprinkling Festival. Homemade rockets and combing lanterns are popular only in the Dai region. Local people will make the launching pads ready before the festival. When the festival finally comes, they will light up those homemade rockets, which will burst into spectacular flames. At night, they will light up combing lanterns at public squares to commemorate Kongming, Zhuge Liang, a sage in ancient China. Water Sprinkling Festival is also an occasion for Dai youths to meet their loved ones. A game called dropping bags are very popular among them. Girls will make delicate flower bags with the figured cloth to express their admiration. Water Sprinkling Festival provides a fantastic stage for the exhibition of the Dai cultures, especially their water culture, music and dancing culture, cuisine culture, costume culture, and folk culture. It also provides an important window through which we can have a glimpse on the Dai history. Meanwhile, Water Sprinkling Festival helps strengthen the bonds and unity among various ethnic groups in the Sichuan-Banna Prefecture, promote its friendly cooperation and exchanges with neighboring Southeast Asian countries, and contribute positively to the social, economic, and cultural development of the whole world.